Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Daf Yomi Maseches Taanit, Daf Lamed number 30, or one daf away from completion. I got some good news today. My daughter, who was 2 years old, she started GAN. So it's a little interesting to start in the middle of the year to start GAN, but she started now. And one of the people that she is fellow classmates with, I know she's 2 years old, I don't know if it's called classmates, is uh, the son, or the daughter, I think the son, of a fellow YouTuber who I wanted to get in contact with beforehand, Shlomi Zions. So he does live in Telson apparently, and I'm going to try to talk to him now that I have an in, because we send our kids to the same gan, the same nursery. So we have what to talk about now, and I'm really, really hoping that he'll come on and collaborate with me, not just on a Daf Yomi video, maybe some other videos also will have collaboration. Uh, as my wife said, he's a serious guy. He looks like a very serious guy. He is. He's a serious guy. He's serious about what he does. He wants to bring peace to the entire world, which is a noble thing, an unbelievable thing to be able to do it. He tries to bring peace between the Jewish and the Muslim worlds. I don't know if Christianity tries to bring closer, but Jews and Christians, I guess, are not more as hostile to each other, I guess, as Jews and Muslims, or at least the prototypical thing. I'm not gonna say whatever. Jews and Muslims looks not saying Jews anything negative about Jews or Muslims. They're both great people. There are a lot of good people, Jews, a lot of good Muslims, I believe. But there's more tension between Jews and Muslims, and Jews and Christians not as much. There used to be more, but not as much these days. So he tries to unify the Arab and the Jewish world, which is an unbelievable thing, a noble thing. And he has a great person. He has a great demeanor on camera, a presence on camera. Um, he's pretty candid also. So I'm hoping to bring him on and spice him up a little bit, add a little of my humor. Uh, Hopefully, it'll be a good collaboration. I'm excited. He's definitely not watching this video, that's for sure. So I'm not spoiling anything for him. So you'll find the next couple of days whether I was successful in baiting him to come onto my share, baiting him. It's a dream come true for him to come onto my share. Like I said, what I really should have said to him when I first wrote the email is that he has 37,000 subscribers. I'm going to have 37 million subscribers, billion subscribers. It's impossible to have 37 million subscribers because there's only 7.5 billion people in the world. That means people would have to subscribe. But it's possible because you can have 5 Google accounts. It's true. You could have multiple Google accounts. You subscribe for multiple Google accounts. So it is technically possible not just to have 37 million subscribers, but to have 37 billion subscribers. That means that I have to really get people to open up other accounts. Can it be done? I don't know. But that's what I tell Shlomi Zions, and I'm going to repeat that if he comes on with me. He has longer payas than me. I have a little bit of payas over here, to fit in with the Haredi box. I have to be part of a box, so I'm in the Haredi box. So that means I have to dress like a Haredi, sort of white shirt. I got dark pants. They're not exactly black, they're navy blue. But I have to fit a prototype. I'm taking my glasses off soon. I just got contact lenses for my sister-in-law. She has the exact same prescription as me. So that's pretty interesting. So she started wearing contact lenses at my wedding. She got married 8 days after me. Um, Two sisters got married within 8 days of each other. Um, and she has the same, I'm married to her, but she has the same contact lenses as me. And so she gave me a pair. So I'm going to have to put them on when I do my next exercises. And the glasses usually prototypical Haredi dress. If I go with the contacts, there's a lot of Haredi people wear contacts. But anyway, all right, we'll start today's daf. uh, depressing dapim over here. We're talking about Tisha B'Av and the fast day Shvar Tamas. Taanit is a very sad masechta. I mean, fasting. No one likes to fast. All right. 4 lines from the bottom on Chav Tamid Beis. Tanya Idach v'noeg avel Rosh Chodesh v'aratainis. You're noeg avelus from Rosh Chodesh until the Tainus. Like we said this price yesterday, this morning actually, this year the last year, and Daf Chav Tet. Meir says you're knowing Avilas from what we really do, the Ashkenazim do, is from the 9 days from Rosh Chodesh Av. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Kol Chodesh Gulo Aser. He says the Avilas is the entire month of Av. Rosh Hashanah Omer Eno Aser Aloso Shabbos Avad. He has a Kula and a Chumrah. He says only that week that Tisha B'Av falls out, but also the days afterwards. Our Yochanan Shlosh Mikra Echad Darshu. All three of them came from one pasuk. Dechsev Vashivosi Kol Mesusa Chaga Chadsha V'Shabsa. I will destroy Hashem's. Actually, I will bring Shbati. Yeah, I will destroy. I will destroy all the joy. It's the holiday, the month, and the Shabbos and the week. The joys of all these things of the month, the week, and the holiday. I will destroy when the destruction of the Mikdash. Man, the Amar Rosh Chodesh Tainus. Remeir says the Avelos of 9 days is 9 days. Mechaga, you learn from Chaga. Chaga could also mean a reference to Rosh Chodesh. Mandam Kol Chodesh Kulo. Rosh Hashanah says the whole month. He says the whole month. Asur Michodcha, he learns from the word Chodesh. He's been like that word, the whole month. Mandam Kol Shabbos Kulo. Rehuda Shita. Wait a second. Which one does Rehuda say? Sorry, Rehuda's the one who says Kol Chodesh Kulo. Shigmalil is the one in the third sheet who says that week. Mandamar Kol Shabbos Kula Shungam Leo Asr Mishabasa. You learn from the week, Shabbos, a week. Amarava, what's the Allah? Allah Karab Shungam Leo, Allah Falas Shungam Leo. The whole week's Asr, but only that week. Amarava, Allah Remeir. Remeir says, Rava says Allah is like Rabbi Meir. So, Allah follows Rabbi Meir. My phone didn't become darker now. I only have 5% power left. I hope the screen didn't actually come darker for this video. All right, to me it looks darker. Halacha Rabbi Meir. Rabbi says halacha follows Rabbi Meir. Tarvayu lakula, and both of them are going lakula. Both psakim are going lakula. Sricha, meaning halacha follows Rabbi Meir and Shangam Liel, meaning like Rabbi Shangam Liel. We'll see in a second. The Gemara will explain to me. Sricha, I need both these psakim. Diash mean halacha Remeir avamina from Rosh Chodesh. I would see even from Rosh Chodesh is also Kamash Malan halacha Karav Shem Galil, halacha Shem Galil only that week. Yesh mean halacha Shem Galil havamina afilu la'achar. Even after Tisha B'Av is over, that week should all the availus of Tisha B'Av and that week before should apply. Kamash Malan halacha Remeir, halacha follows Remeir only before. So it comes out really the halacha l'mais is like the Spartim do only Oso Shabbos and before Tisha B'Av. Now this is not how we practice, but really the Ikra halacha, it's just a chumrah from Rosh Chodesh. The Ikra halacha is like the Gemara says over here. Now, where did the Gemara know this from? How could you? Which Tana holds like it? No Tana holds like this. So how could Rava just say he's saying an opinion that no Tana holds of? It's a question. Kasha. Erev Tisha B'Av lo yochal adam shtei tavshilim. Amar Yehuda Loshanu Ella. You shouldn't eat 2 cooked foods at the last meal. Loshanu Ella. Mishay Shos Olamala, from 6 hours and up, from Chatzos of Erev Tisha B'Av. Mishay Shos Olamata, before Chatzos mutter. It's mutter to have Sheit of Shil in your meal. Amar Yehuda Loshanu Ella B'Suda Mafsik, but only the last meal before Tisha B'Av. B'Suda She'ena Mafsik Ba mutter. So they're not Mafsik, it's mutter. But Tarvayo Lakula, both of these psakim again. Lakula V'Sricha, you need both of these psakim. The Yashbina B'Suda Mafsik Ba. If I would just have the Suda Mafsekes, the meal before Tisha B'Av, I mean, I feel Mishay Shos Olamata, even if the Suda Mafsekes, for some reason you're eating before Chatzos, you're eating the last meal before Chatzos, I would think even if it would be usher, all the restrictions of the meal before Tisha B'Av should apply. Kamashman, Mishay Shos Olamata. Therefore, the first halacha is telling me it has to be from chatzos and on. If we just had chatzos, have amina fil b'suda sheina mafsik. I would think even if it's the second to last meal, the third to last meal you're going to eat, you still have the restrictions of the state of shilin and basar and yayin that you can't have during the meal. Kamashmo suda mafsik. It has to be both after chatzos and the last suda. Tanya kalishna kama, Tanya kalishna basra. Brisa like both of these kulas. Tanya kalishna basra. So erev tisha b'av im asir lisod suda acheres. If you're going to eat another meal, motalechal basra lishos yayin, then you could eat meat and drink wine at that meal. Vim lav asr, it's your last meal, and you can't. Lechol basar lishos yain. Tanya kalishna kama. Bryce like the first. Bryce like the first kula. Erev tishba lo yochal adam shnei shilin. Erev tishba you shouldn't eat shnei shilin. Lo yochal basar lishta yain. You shouldn't eat meat. You shouldn't drink wine. Shouldn't galil omer yishon. He says you don't. You have to change. You don't have to eliminate these things. I'm Rabbi Yehuda. Keita Mashana. How do you change? If you normally eat two cooked foods at a meal, then you eat one cooked food. You normally eat with 10 people, so you only eat with 5 people. You drink 10 cups of wine. I drink 10 cups of wine on a meal. You drink 5 cups. That's talking about from 6 hours and up. Before chatzos mutter. That's mutter. There's the other kula, the first kula. Tanya idach, another brayse. Erev tishvav, le'yechal adam shnei tavshin, le'yechal basar le'ishta yayin. You can't have 2 cooked foods. You can't have meat or wine. Divrei meir. Chamarim yishana. Chamarim say all you have to do is alter your actions. And a basar or yayin, have less meat and wine. Keita and how do you do have less? Imayarag le'chal literal basar. Eat a liter of basar. They measured basar in liters. I guess I filled up a bottle and see what line it got to. Yochel chatzi liter. He eat a half a liter of meat. Arugalistos log yayin yishta chatzi log. You have a log of yayin, approximately 6 eggs. I don't know exactly what a log is. So then you should have half a log of yayin. If you don't normally have meat or wine, usher, then it's usher to eat meat or wine. Or shilin lo merit mahayaragalechal stone on the liach akas das just be other. If you had dessert, you had radishes, or you had salted fish, you had herring after your meal, then it's okay to eat these things. The dessert is not included. Tanya ida kol shu mishum tishbav asr lechal basar asr lishtos yayin. Any meal which is the last meal before Tisha B'av, you can't eat meat and wine. And you can't, once you finish the meal, you can't wash yourself. If the meal is not the last before Tisha B'av, meaning you can eat another meal, it's not the Sudam of Sekes. So then you're allowed to eat meat and wine. Still, once the meal finishes, if it's after Chatzos, you can't wash yourself. He says as long as that meal you could eat basar v'yayin, so then you could do rechitza. Taravan, call mitzvos hanogos be'evel nogos b'tisha b'av. All the halachas that apply during avelos apply on Tisha B'av. Basar be'achila v'shtiya. You can't even drink v'sicha on Tisha B'av. An avel is allowed to eat. And drink, but it's a little more chamor. Achila v'shtiya v'sicha v'nilas hasandal. You're not allowed to put on cologne. You're not allowed to put on shoes, leather shoes of Tash Shamita. You're not allowed to have marital relations. Also, Likros Torah. Ksuvim, you can't learn Torah. Relishnos Mishnah. Torah Shebechsav. Relishnos Mishnah, you can't learn Torah Shebechsav either. The Talmud, the Gemara, Medrash, Halachas, Agados, the Medrash, or Halacha Sefer, or Agada Sefer, Aval Korehu Makom Shena Ragil Lekro, V'Shem Makom Shena Ragil Lishnos. According to Tanakama, you could learn something that you don't normally learn. Normally, you learn Maseches Taanit. If you always learn Maseches Taanit, you learn Maseches Brachos. And you could, if you're learning Torah, you're learning at least Parsha. You could read a Parsha in Bamidbar. I don't know. Reading Bereshis, you could read Bamidbar. Kara Kinos, actually on Tisha B'av, it's actually reading Bamidbar. So you read Bereshis. Kara Bekinos of Eov B'Dvarim Haram. You can read the Kinos, which I guess is the Kinos we read on Tisha B'av. Eov, say it Sefer B'Dvarim Haram. Should be Yirmiyah, the bad stories in Yirmiyah. But Tinok Lishbeis Rabban B'Telin. And the children in Cheder and young kids, B'Telin, they don't learn anything. The words of Hashem are yashar, they're straight, and they bring joy. So you can have joy on Tisha B'av. Yehuda Omer, he says you can't. The heter of reading or learning something where you don't normally learn does not apply. You're not allowed to do that. It still brings simcha. Aval koru be'io v'kinos dvarim harav. Rabbi Yirmiyah, you can read the sad thing because Kashbeis Rambam Talin Bo, and again the young Bachurim, the children, also they can't learn. Shenemar Kudei Hashem Shar Misam Lev. They bring a joy to everyone, even a little kid in Cheder. You think this doesn't bring him joy? It does bring him joy. Amar Rav Chinda Bar, a little bit of joy. Amar Rav Chinda Bar Kahan Mishmei the Shmuel Kol Zman She'eno Kishlamim. Sorry, talking about Avel Ochel Hu Basar Miliach Shos Yain Megito. Now, when Avel's not allowed to eat meat and wine, we're talking about while he's an onain. When you're not an onain, you're allowed to eat meat and wine. Basar Miliach, you could eat salty meat, like skirt steak, because it's very salty, it's not as joyous. Shos Yain Megito, you could drink wine that is, I'm going to say it's bubbly wine. This English man sitting over today. They say it's non-fermented wine. Basar Miliach had kama. How salty does it have to be? Amar Chidim Rakana Shmei the Shmuel calls man she'eno kishlomim, that it's not like shlomim. Shlomim is good meat. It's meat. It's rib meat, rib steak, and skirt steak is not as good. V'yayin mikito ad kama. What's the definition of yayin mikito? Calls man shu toses. As long as it's bubbly, that you can drink it. Tana yayin toses emushim giloy. If it's bubbly wine, there's no problem. Giloy wine, nachashim, snakes don't drink bubbly wine. Kama tisaso. How long does the wine remain bubbly in a bottle? Gimel yamim, 3 days. After that, it loses its fizz. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Rav Kach, Hayam Minago Shar Rav Yehuda, Rabbi Eli. This is the minhag of Rabbi Eli. Erev Tishba, Mevin Lo Pascha Reva. They bring him dry bread with melach, with a little salt, v'yoshev. He would sit in Bein Toner Likirayim, between his oven and his stove. V'ochel v'shosa aleh kiton shal mayim. He would eat whatever little he had, and he would drink a flask of water. V'domek misha mesa mutal lefanav. He was very sad. It looked like someone close to him died right in front of him. The place where there's a minhag to do malacha, to do actual malacha, to go to work on Tisha B'Av, osin, you could do osin. Like Telstone, people don't go to work on Tisha B'Av, it's also go to do work on Tisha B'Av. V'chol makom, any place, Tam Chacham b'Telem. If you're Tam Chacham, even if you live in Manhattan, everyone's working on Tisha B'Av, still, you should be bata. Shulchan Aruch says the ideal is that every person should make himself Talmid Chacham and not do work on Tisha B'Av, even if you live in Manhattan. In order that he should afflict himself, he should make himself Talmid Chacham and not do work which will distract him from the Avelis. If you eat and drink on Tisha B'Av, it's pretty severe. It's like you ate and drank on Yom Kippur. If you work on Tisha B'Av, you'll never be successful in business. If you do malach on Tisha B'Av and you don't mourn Yerushalayim, you're not even going to see simcha of Yerushalayim and the redemption. Shnemar simcha Yerushalayim v'gilu ba'kol ave'asisu ata misos kol misablam alel. Be joyous of Yerushalayim, rejoice with Yerushalayim. All those people that previously mourned for it. Mikan Amru, from here they said, Kol Misabel Yerushalayim Zochav Roab Simchas. Anyone who mourns over Yerushalayim will merit to see the rejoicing of Yerushalayim. She'eno Misabel Yerushalayim, Eno Roab Simchas. If you don't mourn Yerushalayim, you're not going to enjoy when it's redeemed. Tanya la mehachi galocha basar shosa yayin b'tishva. Anyone who eats meat and drinks wine tishba, alo kasav omer batia avunosam alo tzmosam. It's like their sins are embedded in their bones. He says you have to turn over your beds on Tisha B'Av. Tanya Amrulo the Rabbi Yehuda Dorecha Ubrotu Minikos Ma Teheleyan. Women that are pregnant or are breastfeeding, what it's going to be with them? How you can't require them to sleep on the floor, turn their beds over and sleep on the floor. They need the support. They need for the nurse, the milk, for the nurse, or to support their child that they're carrying in their stomach. Amar lahem afani lo amarti ela biyachal. I only said, Yehuda said, that people that are able to. I wasn't including minikos or ubros. Tanya namihachi moder Rabbi Yehuda, similar brisa. Rabbi Yehuda lacham b'she'eno yachal. He's moder the chamim by a woman who's not able to. A modim cham Rabbi Yehuda biyachal. And the cham also agreed to Rabbi Yehuda that if you're able to, then you have to turn over your bed and sleep on the floor. So what's the difference? It might be nayu. What's the difference between them? It could be nayu, shar mitos. Turning over beds that are not being used by people. Right? He says you have to turn over, according to Rabbi Yehuda, you have to turn over all the other beds in the house. Is like our Tana, that you don't have to turn over the other breads, and seems kol ikar, the extra words kol ikar is coming to teach you that even your bed, even if you're yachol, you don't have to sleep on the floor. Mikar adin, that's what the article says. Mikar, then you don't have to sleep on the floor. Still, Mishabura says it's holy to sleep on the floor. Wherever you decide. Tomorrow we'll finish Pesachas Taanit Hashem and have a big siyum. Have a good day. Bye.